Before anyone even stands close together, your eyes already sense it. This is not an average height matchup. In this frame, we have two girls and one boy, and the difference becomes clear almost instantly. The first girl stands tall at 6 feet 1 inch. The second girl follows closely at 5 feet 11 inches. And standing between them is the boy, measuring 5 feet 6 inches. That's a 7-inch gap from the taller girl and a 5-inch gap from the second girl, and those inches matter more than you think. At first glance, it might not look extreme. But watch closely, height reveals itself in layers. Look at shoulder alignment. The taller girl's shoulders sit above the boy's head level, while the second girl's eyes align well above his natural eye line. Even standing still, the comparison is already decided. Now notice posture. None of them are stretching, none of them are slouching. This is natural height. And that's what makes it so convincing. As they adjust their positions, the difference becomes harder to ignore. The boy has to tilt his head upward just to maintain eye contact, while both girls remain completely relaxed. This is where height stops being a number and starts becoming a presence. When movement enters the picture, everything changes. Stride length instantly exposes the gap. Each step taken by the girls covers more ground, while the boy needs extra steps to keep pace. Height shows itself most honestly in motion. Standing closer together removes any remaining doubt. Side by side, the contrast feels sharper. Back to back, the numbers become undeniable: 6 feet 1 inch and 5 feet 11 inches versus 5 feet 6 inches. This is where your brain fully processes the difference. Not because of exaggeration, but because proportions don't lie. Even when the girls slightly bend or relax their posture, the height advantage remains obvious. That's the surprising part. The gap doesn't disappear, it stays consistent. Height like this doesn't need effort. Here's something interesting to think about. If you met them separately, you might never guess this difference. But place them together, and suddenly the contrast feels dramatic. That's the power of comparison. Now imagine switching positions. The boy stands between them again, and instantly the frame feels different. He looks smaller, not because he is short, but because context changes perception. This is why height comparisons are so fascinating. They're not about judgment, they're about contrast. Let's talk numbers again. A 5 feet 6 inches boy standing next to a 5 feet 11 inches girl already feels a noticeable gap. Add a 6 feet 1 inch girl to the frame, and the difference becomes commanding. 7 inches might not sound huge on paper, but visually, it's massive. Notice how eye contact changes. Notice how body language adapts. These are unconscious reactions that happen instantly. As the comparison continues, the height gap feels even larger than it did at the beginning. That's because your eyes have now adjusted, and once they do, there's no unseeing it. This comparison proves something important. Height isn't about confidence, dominance, or exaggeration. It's about proportions, alignment, and perspective. Two tall girls. One noticeably shorter boy. No camera tricks. No forced angles. Just real people and real measurements. Now it's your turn. Who surprised you the most in this comparison? Did the 6 feet 1 inch height stand out more, or did the 5 feet 11 inches versus 5 feet 6 inches difference feel bigger? Comment your thoughts below. If you enjoy honest, real-life height comparisons like this one, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more, and tell us what height matchup you want to see next.